Hello, my name is Stacy Scolton Adeyemo, and this is my video blog number 5. First of all, I'm going to start by talking about ClassDojo.com. I know I've already talked about it, but I was noticing one problem as I was doing it, and I've been using it in the classroom for about 2 weeks now, and it's been fantastic. The kids love it because they can, change up their little avatars. I mean, look at all of them have gotten on and love changing them. One of my students changes hers every day because she's just so excited about it. Um, and it's just really helped to get them more on task, and they're really excited about learning. But one thing I noticed when I talked to my parents is that they can know how many positive behaviors the kids had and how many negative behaviors they had, but it doesn't translate the behaviors into Chinese. And I found out that the Chinese is it's traditional Chinese, and what the parents here in the Henan province where I'm at, they use simplified Chinese, and so a lot of them can't even read the traditional Chinese. So um, what I did to remedy that is that the parents can get on. It's pretty self-explanatory for getting on, but when they get on, I have changed the behaviors, and I'll show you an example of this I made my own little avatar. If you notice, for each of the behaviors, I have it in English, but then I had my husband help me because his Chinese is fantastic. I had him help me with translating each of the behaviors into Chinese, so that when the parents get on, they can kind of look at it. So let's say teacher Stacy, she's just really persistent today and really working hard and persistent. So I give her that, and it come up that way. So even my ESOL students that don't know English very well, they're going to start getting to know it and understand why they're getting in trouble or why they're getting a good behavior, why they're doing well. And then also for the parents and their benefit, when the parents go on to log on and they go to look at their student, they can look here and they have all of the behaviors translated, and then they have it in individually. So it says, persistence in English, so I know it and the kids can see it, but it also has it in Chinese so that the parents can know and understand what is happening with their child. So I thought that was a really good way to make it, even though it's not exactly in Chinese for them, it will work really effectively. Now that that's finished, what I want to go on to is talk about my boss. Just messaged me. She's the owner of the school, and they have training schools all over, and she wanted to know if I knew of any good programs that they could use for assessing students and communicating with families and everything. So they said they want to, do some stuff where the kids can do them at home, and then the teachers come in and use what they've already been learning. So she wanted to know sites that were available, and also if they were in Chinese. So I did a little bit of research, and I found Engrade. I know we've been using Engrade, but I didn't realize Engrade is in Chinese. And I did check this one to make sure, but it is actually in simplified Chinese, not traditional Chinese. So it's effective for the teachers, the parents and students that are learning English but maybe don't have it all. So what I've done is I created my own class. Now I can do give them classes. The parents really expressed that they would like a way that they can message me back and forth, and that they can communicate with me, or that I can maybe assign the students some type of project maybe to help them learn with their learning. So I thought, oh, well, this is the way that I can do it, because I can make an assignment for just the specific child, that specific student, and say, this is the assignment I want you to do, and I want you to do it because you need to, work on this particular area, and I'm really excited about doing that for them. Some of the sites that I hope to be using as I teach, I also teach ESOL students, and I'm teaching them English while my students are at Chinese classes. I have to teach them the ESOL students, that they're there mainly learning Chinese, but they also have English every day, so they can learn English. So I found some of these sites for just some games and activities I can do with the students. I found this, which is really great. I can utilize some of the ESL games. They're already made. They're really great for keeping kids' attention and engaging students. The other day I just did this one. We're going over school supplies, and so this is an example of one of those interactive games. We're going over school supplies. I just set it up and said, okay, I have 2 teams. I let the students choose a name, and then we put it on there. And they love it. See, so they get real excited. They see this and they think it's really fantastic. So then what happens is you have questions.
What's this?
And they decide, oh, their question asked, what's this? And they can do it and do it. I just had them kind of ring in with their own little bell, or whoever raised their hand first, if it was blue team or red team. And then they do it and they tell me which answer. So I don't have to have them get on it or anything. But see, it's real cute. They really enjoy it. I'll just do like the next question. So, okay. It says, choose a sentence that matches the picture. I might read it out to them and say, choose a sentence that matches the picture. A lot of times right away they're like, oh, we know what that is. So they'll raise their hand and you say, oh, good, it's a book. Good. So, and they really do enjoy it. And, they like getting on it and playing with it. So that's just some of the things that I've been learning. I think that this really works well with the ISTE NETS standards for coaches. Just as a visionary leadership, I've been trying to really inspire people. The reason my boss actually called me was because she had heard that I'd been using Class Dojo and was like, yeah, we like that, and from what we've heard, the parents really like it and are really happy with it. And so she wanted me to help with finding, tools online. And so I think that just shows a visionary leadership where I'm saying, let's, maybe we only have projectors and maybe we are in China, so we're a little bit limited in some of the things that we can use, but here we can use these sites and they actually work here in China and they can be translated. And so I think that really shows my leadership, that I'm really trying to incorporate that and use that with all my students. I think it's using all of them. As I said, like, it's showing a learning environment where we're trying to use digital learning, using some of the support materials that are online that we can use. I mean, speaking of ESOL, parents are always wanting to know what ways they can help their kids, especially when they don't speak the language themselves. And I always experience that in the States as well as here, where parents are saying, I can't help my kid because I don't know enough English to be able to help them. And so, like, finding it where they can do it in Chinese, or they can get the directions in Chinese, but do an activity in English is really great. And, same with Spanish or whatever. It's a little easier to find Spanish. It was when I was teaching in the States, but I'm really looking forward to continuing to see some of these things and continue my growth and learn about different things. So thanks for listening. I'll see you next video blog.